Yo, what up? What up? What up? What up, guys? Hey, listen, this is a trial and error stream. This is the first stream. We're here. Now, usually we do this on like a Saturday night or like a weekend night, but we decided to take Tuesday nights because I feel like Tuesday is a night that everybody can get down with. You know what I mean? It's the middle of the week. It's still kind of slow, right? Like when the weekend comes, everybody's kind of busy. And today, the very first episode, which is El Numero Uno, the number one episode, it would only be fitting to have on the number one person in my life. Who is that going to be? Well, I mean, God was a good guess, but God won't be on this podcast right now. The other number one is going to be none other than Mrs. Hustles.
Hello.
What is up? Now, listen, before we get started, I just have to tell you, I understand this was kind of like last minute. The way our setup is like we have like our office. So we have like the monitors, the cameras, ring lights, all this stuff set up in the office, but it's all connected to my equipment. And I have to tell you, you look great. You sound great.
Oh, thank you. I made earpiece in, but
You got the earpiece in?
I don't have my ring light, so my ring light broke. So I have to use this little light.
That's okay. You know what though? I'm too close to here, and how about I don't even like the lighting on me right now. Like I feel like this is like something's wrong with the lighting in my office because I look very pale, and I'm not this pale in real life. You look nice and tan. I'm seeing you on the monitor here. You look nice and tan. Let me get to the comment gang. We got Mile High Hustlers in the building.
Do I get to see the chat if
I think you should. There should be an option. You should be able to.
Oh, there we go.
You see it?
Okay. Yeah, but then I can't see me. That's weird. I can't see myself, you know?
I can see the chat, but I can't see me. We got, and look, I can, oh, I think she just booted herself out. How are you going to can you come back to the studio? She just came back. What are you doing? So this is the,
I went to leave the chat and I like took myself off. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she took herself off. See, this is why we're doing a, but yeah, so what are your options over there? Is it different on the phone? Because do you think it would have been better if you used your no, not if you used your computer?
No, my computer. Right? My computer's from 2015. I don't think that camera's that great on that.
Yeah, no. No, the video looks great. You look great with the video. Honestly, just the earpiece. I'm gonna go back to everybody I make fun of with the earpiece. Sounds a little tinny, but it's okay. It sounds like it's going in. If you take, can I just hear what it sounds like if you took it out? Because I know that the
How does that sound?
Talk now.
Oh God.
Wait, you just went black, but you're still on the stream, but we got a black screen. We can hear you.
I hear you now. Oh, is that better?
That might be better. I think that honestly, I think that might be better because like with the earpiece, what happens is the earpiece is so sensitive that it has this like tinny effect. So your voice goes in and out. But when you're talking right now, these phones now have built-in like shotgun mics. So like you can like when you talk, it picks up like good sound. It doesn't sound like you're far away or anything.
Okay.
You know what you could do if you get your computer and just open it and turn on the stream, you can check out the chat on the stream on your computer. You want to do that?
No, my phone needs to what's it called?
Yo, this is gonna be for good clips. Yo, she kicked herself out again, bro. Yo, she kicked herself out again. Hold on.
I'm not doing this. I refuse. I'm just gonna sit here. I'm not touching the phone. Sorry.
Hey, listen, it's all good. What I was simply saying was if you got your computer, you could just open it up and just look at it for the chat. But obviously you still have to use your phone as the camera.
My computer's it hasn't been used in weeks, so it's done.
Paulina says without earpiece. Yeah. Without says living out here without. Yeah, I think so too. It just has a, it's just those AirPod Pros, man. When it comes to the microphone, they're so sensitive. Like a lot of times when I talk to my wife, right? If I called her in the day, if she's doing something, if she's like making herself lunch, or if she's making the kids lunch, or just doing cooking in general, just something, and she's using like aluminum foil. I always know that the earpiece is in because the aluminum foil sounds like World War III going off on the speakers. And she's just literally just doing it normal, but it's so sensitive that it picks up everything. We got the Shure SM7B in the studio. And another reason why my wife had said, Eleni had said, why don't we do it together, like in the same room? And the reason for doing it like this is because I wanted to get used to some of the features here. We are using StreamYard for this stream. So when I bring in guests, I wanted to kind of get comfortable with it and hear some feedback from my wife after the stream, what she liked about the phone, what she didn't like, and whatnot. So today we kind of just want to talk about a little bit about like family budgeting and kind of like our opinion and our thoughts on what we kind of do. I get a lot of questions, and a lot of times I bring my wife a lot of questions about like how do we manage certain money? And honestly, sometimes, keep it real. Sometimes the shit's like a circus, man. You know what I mean? Like a lot of times we lose track and things get like unorganized, and where we have to allocate funds for bills and for spending and stuff. And sometimes it can be hard. Sometimes it can be easy. It just depends on what's going on. Things come up, birthday parties and all these unexpected events. And you're like, yeah, cool. Like, how do we budget for that? How do we do that? And I know a lot of people have questions around family budgeting. So, halfway through the stream, maybe in about 15, 20 minutes, I encourage some of you to ask us questions. It could be anything you want to know about, whether it's budgeting or just questions in general. We're happy to answer anything. So, Eleni, if you want to just kind of tell everyone how we met, man. How did we meet? Because
so we met. I had gotten a job at Saks Fifth Avenue in Boston. You never told anyone the story. We met. I was working for, I think, YSL Cosmetics at the time, and I went in. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I had just gotten out of like an 8-year relationship, and I was like kind of single. But well, I was single. I was like dating here and there when
the boy swooped in like Superman, yo.
Yeah, and then I met. Well, I didn't meet Richie. He saw me. I didn't see him. Because I'm not gonna lie, when you work in that kind of store, well, especially in the, I shouldn't say that kind of store, but when you work in women's contemporary, I didn't think he liked women, because you usually when you work in women's contemporary selling women's clothing, I wouldn't think that. But anyways,
so let me tell you, let me just elaborate on that real quick. Okay. So the whole point, I had one of my friends. I was a manager at one of the sunglass places on Newbury Street in Boston. My boy came to me and he was like, look at this check. He's like, this commission check. It was a $1,600 check. He was like, I just made this in a week. I was like, how'd you make this? He's like, I do commission sales over at Saks Fifth Avenue. And I'm like, oh yeah, what do you do there? You sell shoes? Like, what do you do? Suits, shoes? He's like, nah, I'm in the women's section, bro. I sell women's clothes. And at first I was like, what? That's so weird. Why would you be working in the women's clothes? And he was straight, you know what I mean? And I was like, why would you work and sell women's clothes? Like women's jeans, dresses, And he said to me, because women want a guy's opinion a lot of times, and I put a different perspective on it. So I make pretty good money in there. So I'm like, I was like, well, you guys hiring? Sure enough, they were. I had some connections. I got a job there. And I was one of the top books selling in that store.
I started like a year later. Were you there like? Well, no, you were like 2 years before me. I think
I was there in 07.
07, 08, 09. Oh, so
you
like
came.
I came in 2010.
Yeah, I left about 2011.
So then I guess I was going to like my training. I had like registered or whatever. And I was going up the stairs, and that's when he said he saw me. Is that where you saw me? I think that's what you said. You saw me going up the stairs.
I seen something. I mean, you know, you maybe, but I saw something going up them stairs.
I hate you.
anyways, to make a long story short.
Anyways, so you ended up going up to our friend Penny at the Mac counter, and you said, "I'm gonna marry that girl one day."
Imagine that. We hadn't even gone on a date, and I was like, "I'm gonna marry that girl."
And then I saw him, and I said, "What in the Jersey Shore is this guy doing right now?" He had his pierced, he had his tongue pierced, he had this thing pierced. I was like,
I did. So I had a hoop lip ring. I had a hoop lip ring. I had tongue ring.
I wish I could see the chat right now, but it would get deleted right now.
No, I see nobody. Honestly, everybody's listening.
Yeah. So he had
everybody's listening right now.
And then I said, I don't know if this guy's even my type. I don't know. So we went. Where did we go? We went to Stephanie's on Newbury Street.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when we had blackberries and we had BBM. Remember that?
What's that?
Long ago. It feels like, I mean, it's been over a decade. It's crazy.
What the hell is that?
What
the hell is BBM?
BBM, Blackberry Messenger. Do you forget?
Oh my God, BBM, Blackberry Messenger. For all my fossils out there. Wow, I did forget for a minute.
Yeah, you did.
Oh my God. I'm like BBM. I thought you meant. Go ahead.
If I could have a BlackBerry phone right now, I would switch my phone to get a BlackBerry. I miss my BlackBerry.
Listen, no cap, straight up, no cap. I kind of miss BlackBerry a little bit.
Just the keyboard. I actually miss typing on the keyboard.
It was when you said BBM. For some reason, I was like, did she mean to say like BBL? Because ain't nobody got no BBL here. I don't know what the hell she's talking about.
You know what? That's what they used to call it, BBM. Yep. BBM,
right? Like what Gabby? I don't even want to go. Don't even say it. But what Gabby called you that time, BBM. Yeah. Okay. So BBM was BlackBerry Messenger. Okay. Go check the other lives if you want to know the inside joke on that. So yeah. So anyway, so we met. We've been married now. We just celebrated our 10-year anniversary. We've been together for 13 years, and here we are, right? So like,
before we were at each other's throats, but now we're fine. It just,
listen.
We've been together 13. It'll be 14 years, right? 14 years in November, or 13?
That'll touch on the 13th. 13th.
Yeah.
So here's the thing, right? The thing is this. It's okay to disagree and to have arguments with your wife, your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whatever, right? It's okay. It's not the argument that sets you guys apart. It's the resolution that doesn't happen, right? So like right now, like Eleni came in like a bat out of hell because your boy, because I didn't hold on. I'll tell it, yo.
Why?
Listen, I'll tell it. I'll tell it. Check it out.
And
I'll tell it.
In the chats that everyone's
look
on this one.
Look, listen. I do a lot of work at home. Okay. But what I don't do is I don't clean. If the kids make a mess, I don't clean. And maybe I should.
When I'm at work.
Right? The dishes, they don't get done. You want to know why? Because I don't have enough time to wipe my own ass. Never mind do all this stuff, right?
But
so
I have advice for you. Clean as you go. Instead of making a big, put the dishes in the sink. If you dirty one, clean as you go and then just put it. That's all. I'll be glad to put them back for you and wherever you can let them drink. I want to know what the chat has to say. What do you think about this, guys?
Chad, let me ask you a question. If you're running a business from home.
But honey, you can take 10 minutes out of your time. How long did that take you?
Can I tell you that when I use the bathroom, do you know that when I use the bathroom and I go number 2, I'm still working. I can't even take a bathroom in peace. Do you understand? Because I'm still working. I take my laptop to the line when I pick up our daughter from school. I take my laptop and I edit videos in the car line.
I understand.
Okay. So listen,
We all work,
no,
but you got to help
the
me.
point is we have a thriving marriage because we've been together for 10 years, going on 11 next year. And the point is you have to come to a resolution, right? You have to come to a resolution. Part of that resolution is budgeting. And part of that budgeting is knowing how to sacrifice, right? So you have to sacrifice, meaning, listen, back in the day, there was a ton of shit I could buy, right? We were buying Pokemon cards, boxes, distributors, a lot of it because we were selling it, but we were definitely buying more than what we were selling because collector Richie was like, collector. Oh my God, we're making this money, yo. I'm trying to get this, put it aside, right? And honestly, it's kind of good that I did that because now I'm able to sell those at a premium. But like when you have to sacrifice, right? When you have to take something that you normally do and stop doing it, how does it affect the relationship? How does it affect your family? How does it affect like overall in general? Because I know there's a lot of people out there. Look, the economy sucks. Let's just call it for what it is. You could get eggs at a discount, but they're mad small, right? You could get milk at a discount, but the shit's sour a lot of times. And like you could cut all these corners in what?
Who would buy discounted milk? Not me.
No, I don't mean like discounted milk. I mean like you're not buying the typical name brand. You're buying like an off-brand milk. So like if you bought like the Target brand milk versus like the Hood milk, that's what I mean when I say discounted.
Target brand milk, that's fine. But anyways, it's hard. It's hard when you have kids and you have things to do, and not only do you have bills to pay, but you have your life to get things. You need things in life too. So it's hard. I'm not gonna lie. It's been this past, I would say, year, especially when you want to buy a home and everything, and you're in a new state. It's a little hard, but you just have to get through it and focus and I don't know.
Rich,
focus to get there.
You gotta focus. Richie Berger, my boy Rich, who hooked me up with that Z-Pack, man. Forever grateful. Richie Berger says nothing wrong with Tiger brand milk.
Nothing, right? Nothing wrong with that.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. What I'm saying is, okay, listen. When we first moved to Florida,
Okay.
We've always bought like Hood milk and all that stuff. We came here, we had to get used to like new markets. We had to get used to like new stores, right? And I remember you bought a brand from, I don't know if it was Trader Joe's or if it was Publix.
It was the Publix milk, and then I started getting MacArthur or something. I forget what it's called. Something.
And the first 3 times she brought it home. Now I have to tell you, the Publix was literally a spit away from our place. So like going from Publix to our place at the time was very quick. And like 3 times the milk, it tasted like sour, like it was on the truck for too long and it got put in the fridge to try to get brought back to life, but it never made it. You know what I mean? It was always sour. And it happened one time at Trader Joe's too, I remember.
Really? I don't remember that. I only drink almond milk. I don't drink whole milk, but yeah.
Yeah. So now it's like, I don't mind off-brand milk, like Aldi. I get the milk from Aldi. I have no problem with that. And it's good. It's no problem. But sometimes
certain things at Aldi that you get, and then we go to different markets. I go to Aldi for some stuff. I go to Publix. I go to Trader Joe's. I go to like all different BJ's. It just depends on what you need. And
listen, I got to tell you, I've never experienced a more expensive market in my life than Publix.
Yeah, it's super expensive. I think I went to go get a few things. Valentina wanted chicken soup yesterday, and I went and made it. And I think I went to Aldi to get a few things because I had passed by it, and it was like $18. It was nothing. And then we ended up going to Publix, and I bought less, and I spent $25 or something. It's just, and it's not even a lot, but it's just the point that I got like 3 things for $25.
We got to pause for a minute for this. We got to give a quick Hefe for Five Magic. Appreciate you being here. But one of the things that got brought to our attention, what forced us to do a little bit. Listen, I don't care how much money you make how little money you make, it doesn't matter. Whatever field you are, nobody wants to overpay for things. Especially the wealthy do not overpay for anything. They just don't. And
Yeah.
that's why a lot of times they're wealthy. They pay attention to where their money
Um,
goes.
Sometimes the wealthiest people, and I've come across them, are the cheapest people.
I can agree with that, but that's why they're
But
so goddamn wealthy.
but not on themselves. On themselves, they spend or whatever. But with other things, like, you can definitely see the. And I understand. There's things that I think I'm a giver. Like, I'll give my last dollar. So that's just how I am. And I feel like you're the same way too. So, like, for me, I can't, when I see people like that, it irks me. But whatever. I mean, some people are a little cheaper, I guess. I have no idea. But for me, I'd give, like, I'm just a person that would, like, help somebody out, or I don't mind spending a little extra on something better, if that makes
Right.
sense.
Right. But one of the things that we've had to do in the whole budgeting thing is
Yeah.
we actually have like this strategy
Yeah.
where we go to Aldi, we get some basics, you know what I mean? We go to Publix, we'll get like produce and some deli meat and stuff like that from Publix. Or I'm not sure. Did you ever get deli meat from Target? No, right?
No, I don't know. I don't like it. Excuse me. I think
There's something kind of strange about getting deli meat from Target. God
no.
bless you.
Thank you. I like a certain kind of deli meat. And they don't have it there. I don't think. If they have some, I think they have Dietz and Watson. I like Boar's Head.
Okay.
So I think that's what it, or maybe they do. It's one or the other. I forget, but oh, I don't see you anymore. You there?
I know. No, yeah, because you were talking, so I just made you the single person.
Yeah.
I'm just
So
trying these settings.
there's a few things. Like, I love Trader Joe's because I love their specialty stuff. Like, I love their fall stuff. Actually, I have to go. I haven't gone. I usually go every 2 or 3 weeks. I go to Trader Joe's because even, like, when I'm working, and I work 5 days out of the week, and when Richie's home doing his thing, and I usually try to get I cook a homemade meal when I'm home for the kids and for Richie. Usually I'll go to Trader Joe's. I honestly love their frozen stuff. Not all of it, because I know frozen stuff has a lot of sodium and whatever, but there's some stuff that, like, my daughter loves, like the orange chicken. I think everybody
Hmm.
hot stickers. I like my little potato latke things. They're so good. Like, I love little things like that. But, like, also I love getting I love their produce there too. They have great fruits and vegetables. I love getting their breads there. And their sweets. But yeah, I don't know. For me, I do go to different places. Like, for BJ's, we get a lot of, like, paper towels.
Hmm.
My favorite.
Paper towels. Hey,
I know,
listen,
paper towels are
throw a
the
W. Throw a W for Eleni if you like when she just kind of creeps into the chat when we're in Walmart or Target and she's just like, hey, paper towels, dish soap, blah blah blah.
the Greek in me, but I use so much. I need to invest in some microfiber cloths. I used to have them when we had our old house. I think I tossed a lot of them because they got gross, and I tossed them. But I use a lot. I clean. I'm always cleaning something. I'm always wiping something down, or when I'm cooking, I'm always cleaning. So I go, and my kids aren't the cleanest kids.
Yeah.
I'm always something.
Excuse me.
It happens.
Listen, God bless the kids. Listen,
I I'm a paper towel whore.
she really is. Like she goes through a roll like 2 days, 48 hours gone.
Less.
And
Yeah.
I think it's because you use the paper towel, like you rinse your hands off and you'll tear off like two paper towels, or you'll tear off three, and you're just like, yeah, whatever, and you'll throw it away instead of like having some kind of dish rag. Listen, I've always said, listen, we don't always have to use like those microfiber towels, right? But like when you like washing your hands, why waste the paper towel? Why not just use the rag to wash it, just dry your hands off and then
You know,
put it down? You know what I mean?
about rags and wiping. Rags do carry a lot of bacteria, and I don't like it. And that's the one thing I don't. I know old school. My mom used to do it, and she still, like, every now and then, depending. But if you keep constantly using that same rag for, like, the next days, they do carry bacteria, and that's why I don't like it. So I'd rather use a paper towel and clean up that way.
Portrait Dude says, I use a ton of paper towels too. That is from Everywhere Paper Towels. Yep. Frozen berries from the dollar store. I never thought about that. The frozen
Oh,
fruit. I never thought of that, honestly.
yeah, I don't know. Maybe I've never tried getting food from there. I always go in there for random things. Or like with the girl, if Valentina's like a school project, I get a lot of her stuff from there.
Now, Whole Foods expensive. You guys have that in Florida or back in CT? No, in Florida they have Whole Foods.
There's one. We have a Greenwise. I haven't been to Sprouts. There's one that opened by our new place that I've been dying to go to. So I actually want to go. I heard their like ready-made food is really good too. Like if you want to go for like they have like lunch and all that stuff. And I heard their produce is really good.
Flipping with Cisco says she's right about the rag. I just air dry. No, listen. God forbid a speck of water gets on the floor. It's, oh my God, you're such a slob. Can't air dry, man. Can't air dry.
Not just that, guys.
Richie Berger says, microwave the rag. It'll kill all the bacteria. I bet you will. Yo, Richie's the jack of all trades, man. Richie. So with that, right? Being picky with like, okay, we buy this here, and then we buy meats and produce at like Publix, and then we get bulk. Like my kids like chicken nuggets, right? And like the air fry. So like we get the 3-pound bag from BJ's and like bottled water. So let's talk about bottled water for a second. Just for a second.
I love bottled water. He hasn't bought bottled water in like over 2 months.
Hear me out.
We have the Brita, and listen, I don't mind that because actually
no. We don't have Brita. We don't have that shit. We don't have Brita. We have zero water. It's the best one on the market.
So I fill my Stanley cup or my Starbucks cup every morning, and I fill it a few times. But I have to say that I grew up in a household that had. We always had it, even back at Mass. We always had bottled water.
I
got this from my training today. I had a training.
Listen, hear me out. I'm going to explain to you right now.
Explain to me, because
check this out. We have a 23 cup pitcher, zero water pitcher. It's the one that sits on the counter. You push the button, right? Here's why I push back on bottle. I'm not opposed to getting bottled water, but I will push back as long as I can, because here's the deal. Listen to me. Has nothing to do with that. You know what it has to do with? Check this out.
What?
We have an 8-year-old who grabs a water. She drinks half of it. Mm-hmm. And then an hour later, she grabs another water. Mm-hmm. She takes 3 sips out of that one. Then she grabs a third water, right? Now I find the first water and I put that in the fridge. Right?
You see.
Hold on. Let me finish. Listen. Okay, listen. She grabs multiple waters, right? Okay. You come in now. Now three bottled waters already out of the fridge. Okay. I take one, I put one back. Now this is just hypothetical, right? But this is just scenarios kind of bunched in. Now here comes Eleni walking to the fridge, right? Because now she takes a bottled water. Why? I don't know on this one. She takes a bottled water and she fills up the hand steamer with the bottled water. And then she leaves the bottled water on the nightstand, which stays there for 2 days. Now, hold on. Hear me out. Hear me out. Let me finish. Listen. So then Eleni's going to cook. Okay. So what Eleni would do is now she's going to take 2 more bottles and pour. And I agree with that, right? I don't want to, we don't cook with tap water. It has to be filtered water or it has to be spring water.
Okay? I've been using filtered water for the cooking. I don't use
Correct.
And
but if filtered water wasn't available, you would use the bottled water.
No, I would use we have both, because before we used to have both a bottled water.
So my point is all these bottles, 6-7 bottles, right, come out in a day.
I have a question for you. No, you got that wrong. I use used bottled waters for the steamer. So like this is half, it's mine. And let's say I didn't have, it wasn't Richie put in the fridge. I won't drink it. I have a weird thing. I don't drink water that's like a day old. Okay. That's just me. I don't do it.
And it gets left around, half bottles. Go ahead.
I will take that water and I will use it in my steamer. I don't use a brand new bottled water for my steamer. I don't know where you're getting this information. It's false news.
Out of that whole conversation, the only thing you took out of that was, I don't use a brand new bottle of water.
Because
I use a used bottle of water.
Because you're telling people I use a brand new. I don't. I use
Okay,
like
so listen. So hypothetically speaking, right? The 6 bottles of water now out on a friggin' day.
So why do I? If your
No,
kid
no. Listen, it's the point I'm trying to say is that the filtered water, which is a 5-stage filter, Brita and Pure only use 2 and 3 stages. Okay, if we can use the filtered water that filters 5 times and it takes out all the contaminants, they literally give you a water tester. Now I hate. Listen. I hate purified water. I do not like purified water. I don't buy it in the store. That's it. No, I won't buy purified water. Spring water is the bottle I'll buy, right? But at home, if we're going to cook with it and we're constantly going to drink it, right? Mm-hmm. I don't see the point in having all these bottles laying around all the time. Because what we use those bottles for, bottles are meant for transportation.
Yes. And
grab and go. Grab and go, right?
Yes, or you can just put them in my thing. It doesn't matter, my cup.
I even wanted to get gallons of water, but you did oppose that.
Can you just get the bottled? I don't know. I will tell him the sky is blue, and he'll tell me it's green.
Guys, let me ask you a question. Listen,
take it, guys.
In the chat, let me know who's right on this, because should we be getting bottled water? Or should we continue using the filtered water for the purposes that we use it for?
Or why don't we just do both? Because sometimes when you want to leave and you're thirsty and the last person who, used the filtered water thingy didn't fill it, and you know how annoying that is to wait until the water fills and then filters
a whole 6 minutes?
I don't have time for that. I got to get to work. Do something. I don't have time to wait 6 minutes.
So listen, so BJ's, I used to go and buy 20 like 10 or 20 cases of the spring water. We'd leave it in the garage. And every time we needed water, we would bring it up. I could go buy the bottled water. I just feel like a lot of it just gets wasted. That's my problem.
I think you waste it because of Valentina. We don't waste it.
Paulina and Josh says alkaline water. Yes, I agree.
Is that the one that's like with it has all like the electrolytes in it or whatever?
Yeah, it says we get 5-gallon jugs of, which are those tall, the 5-gallon that Rob used to get. Rob used to get the it wasn't alkaline water he was getting, but he was getting 5-gallon jugs. For $2.50? Where are you getting 5-gallon jugs of alkaline water for $2.50?
We don't have space for those giant. Where are you gonna put it? There's no space. Don't put things in his head. We have no space for that.
You guys both are doing it wrong. Ether water, hose water, or death liquid.
Oh, the death. I've seen the death.
The death, yeah. I heard that was just like a kind of like a gimmick. You know what I mean? I think there's just like a gimmick. Shannon says, you can read it.
I get you, girl. You're still using the water you don't drink, so it's not getting wasted. Exactly. We go through the ton of water too. I told you it's not getting wasted because I'm using it on steaming clothes. So there you go.
Yo, she sounded like the people from what's the movie? The Greek movie.
My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
My Big Fat Greek Wedding. So there you go.
There you go. It comes from the Greek.
It comes from the Greek. There you go. Yeah. Bottled water for 10 cents per bottle at Sam's. Yeah, but honestly, I think it's probably purified water. I won't do the purified water.
Purified water, it's weird. It tastes really thick. I'm really weird with texture, and that for some reason it has like a different texture than spring water. If that even makes sense, I think it does.
Oh, Shannon, why you capping on me, girl?
Hold up, Richie. You were just complaining that you don't have time for dishes, but you have time to wait. Exactly.
Yo.
How about you guys? You don't understand. I need to take a picture and post it on my.
You know what? I'm gonna kick her out. We're gonna kick her out. Boom, bloop. There we go. There we go. We muted her. She's muted and she's kicked. No, I'm just joking.
I just unmuted myself.
Oh man. If you're putting it back in the fridge, it's not wasted. 5 gallon is heavy to put in the machine. Yeah, I mean, and that's a lot of times with like my daughter. Like for some reason, she has this thing. Like if she gets the cold water, she drinks the cold water. It'll sit an hour later. It's half full. She's like, I don't want to drink it. It's not cold.
You know
And I'm
what we
like,
for her? We
what?
should get the mini bottled waters. The mini ones. Just get her a pack of those, and those will be her water. And then we
No,
keep
you know what we need to do? We need to put a friggin' V on the cap and say, okay, you want cold water? Now you got to wait for this water that you opened up to
get
get
their
cold.
a lot of kids get them the mini bottled waters. I've seen. My sister used to do that for my nieces.
Or we could get a cup and ice and just be like, look, drink this shit here, man. Drink this shit here. Because it gets annoying, man. Before you know it, sometimes we're taking like so many bottles out of the rooms from my daughter. You know what I mean?
You guys get what I go through with this man child. I love having people see between both of us our stories and seeing how.
Look, there's no such thing as a perfect relationship. And listen, I put full transparency on a lot of things. So me and Rich, right, on the walkie-talkie, we had this conversation. I know you can't see the chat, but I'm gonna say what he just said. Ready?
Myself off if I look at it. Poland Spring. That's the best water, Rich.
Rich, what did I tell you?
I love Poland Springs.
What did I tell you, Rich?
Needs to be from me. I love
Poland. Yo, I sang that same song over the walkie-talkie. When he said we were talking about Zephyr Hills, and I had mentioned how you didn't like it when you first got here. We were talking about how only BJ sells Poland Springs. And I'm like, yo, that's like my wife's favorite. She loves Poland Springs. What it means to be from me. Come on, let's do it together. Ready? Poland. Come on, do it together. Let's go. Ready? Poland Springs. Sing it with me. Come on. I sing Pioneer Woman. Ready? Poland Springs.
What it means
to be from Maine. Yes, sir. So yeah, so Rich, I told you, man. I told you that that's my wife's favorite. She loves Poland Spring, and they do only sell that at BJ's, and I think it's because
I love Crystal Geyser too. I think
Crystal Geyser is good too.
Because we used to get that back home.
Crystal Geyser is highly rated, like on a pH level, as like a really like quality wise, like a good water. So speaking of budgeting, right? What do you guys think about luxury goods? Like, what do you think about? Like, some people think of.
I think they're an investment. Just saying. But you're talking to a girl who's always worked in luxury high-end stores.
So do you guys think that luxury goods are a waste of money, or do you think it's some sort of investment for down the road? Let me know in the comments below if you want. I mean, I could throw up a poll, but
I'm here and we talk about this stuff. For me, luxury goods, you can resell them in the future. Is that what it's called? I forget. I haven't been on YouTube in a while.
Shameless plug.
So yeah, but I think there's things like that aren't like this here. I actually have it. I've had these glasses.
She's practicing for her live.
I know I'm not. I've had these glasses for, I have no idea, 11 years. I'm going to resell them. They're in okay condition. They're not bad condition, but why not? They're vintage now. They're probably vintage. I think after 10 years, it's a vintage. I think it's a investment because you can resell later, depending on what it is. Sometimes you don't get a good resale value on it, but
look, I'll tell you that I can appreciate certain luxury goods, and I definitely only like certain types of luxury goods. Like, for instance, I have some Gucci belts, Ferragamo belts, Louis belts, right? But I don't really wear them a lot. I used to wear my Gucci belt a lot in Massachusetts because I was always wearing a lot of jeans with the colder weather and stuff. Like, what am I going to wear? A thick ass Gucci belt with shorts? You know what I mean? But now sweat my ass off here in Florida.
Fall here is pretty cool. You always wear jeans too.
Listen, to me, there is no such thing as Florida cool weather.
Yes, there is. And the fall here, it gets like high 60s.
That is not cool weather for me. That's those shorts and a t-shirt.
I'm sorry. The last time it was like that, you were like freezing.
No. I was like that when it was like 30 degrees in the morning. It was like 30, 40 degrees in the morning. It does get cold sometimes, but like shoes, I've always liked luxury shoes or like sneakers, stuff like that. I've never really had like the hats or I've had a few shirts, Burberry shirts, Versace shirts. I've had like Hugo Boss suits. I've had stuff like that, but
Closet.
I never been like a Scott McKay, right? You got me some Scott McKay cufflinks
Oh yeah, I forgot about those.
from Saks, right? I still got those. Those are straight up pure silver. Burberry watch, right? That I like to wear. I like my Burberry watch. We got the luxury fragrances that we wear all the time, right?
Yeah, well, I we
Ventus Creed, Chanel Blue.
get
Yep.
those.
See, living out here agrees with me. Living out here says 60 is shorts and t-shirt. I agree.
Depends.
Let me
So
see.
when you're used to 101 degrees, 90 humidity, 60 is a little.
So I asked my wife, I said, hey, if we needed to budget, what's a non-negotiable for you? Like what's the one thing you cannot go without? And you know what she said?
My nails.
My wife cannot go without her nails.
Oh, listen. Again, this is you guys have to listen to what I have to say. I've been getting my nails done every 2 weeks since I was 14. Okay, but listen. I also work in a place where my hands are shown. I show things, products to people. So, and I work in a very high end place. So my hands cannot look crusty and dusty.
I agree with you.
Oh, I have low battery, 20%. I'm going to have to plug in my phone. But
I agree with you.
I need my nails to look nice and clean and put together. And I have to get them done every 2 weeks. And that's my
Let me
non
let me ask you let me ask you a question.
because no one likes a crusty toe.
Crusty toe. Okay, so you got a non-negotiable. What's a non-negotiable for me?
I can do my
I don't know what my non-negotiable is.
I don't ask. I'm a very low maintenance gal when it comes to my hair because I can dye my own hair. That doesn't bother me. I get it. I dye it every now and then at the salon when I need to if I have to. But I get my hair cut. Obviously, that's a non. But that I don't do my hair. I do my hair like every 4 to 6 months because I don't cut my hair too often. I like my hair long. But I think I'm a pretty I'm not a low maintenance girl, but I'm not extremely high maintenance either. I feel like I'm in between.
I wouldn't even honestly. I wouldn't even say you're high maintenance. I'd say you're pretty normal. I like you're in a normal. I don't think.
I'm in between. Like I love makeup. I love it. But that's what I do for work. So to me it's part of my uniform, really, because you have to
Fair
go.
enough. Flipping it with Cisco says non-negotiable for me is appetizers and dessert.
Hey, me too. I love food.
Yeah, we're definitely foodies.
We're foodies. We love food.
We're definitely foodies.
Yeah, I also think a non-negotiable is also we haven't done in a while, but we really have to make it a habit. Is at least like a date night between Richie and I. You need that. Even it doesn't have to be a cut 4:32 dinner every few weeks. It could be something nothing crazy, but
I'ma take you to the Longhorn, girl. We going to the Longhorn Steakhouse.
yeah.
Yeehaw!
But I think that's a non-negotiable as well. I have to get comfortable again, guys. Sorry. I've been sitting all day in a conference room, and I can't.
Listen, I agree. I agree. However, I will tell you this: it's hard when you're in an area or a place where your only help is a babysitter, and that babysitter get paid too, right? So you're paying to go out, plus you're paying the babysitter. Now, I think it is important for anybody, right? Couple, married, not married, whatever, to get out, spend that time together because we get so caught up in our business that we do that, sometimes, at least sometimes I feel that all I do is I wake up, I work on what I got to work on, I take care of the kids when I have the kids, right? Because Lenny has days off too. It's hard. It's not easy to run a business, be a parent at the same time. It's just not. No sleep for the wicked. I think a lot of times it comes down to finding the time, right? Because like for me, the only time I have to myself is before she goes to work and after she comes home from work. We live very busy freaking lives, all right? We're very busy
I
people.
set my alarm at 4:30 to get up because I have to get myself ready. That's my only quiet time. Put on a podcast. I have a cup of coffee. I do my makeup. I get ready, and
Did you
then
say you have to put on a podcast?
I listen to a podcast.
Oh, podcast. Okay. I thought something else for some reason, but what you said makes sense.
Yeah, I put on a podcast because I don't want them to hear. So I put my earpods on and I get ready and I get the, Valentina's uniform ready for the morning. I make her lunch. So that hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, depending how early I get up, that's my only alone time. And then it's like a firecracker exploded and I'm doing everything for everybody.
Yeah, I want to give you guys an idea real quick. My wife, she gets up early. Sometimes she'll bring Valentina to school and then come back home, finish getting ready, right? Because a lot of times I get up, I start my day early and whatnot. But I just want to I want to walk you guys through a typical day of what I go through in a day, right? So to give you an idea for all the dads out there, right, that have kids or take care of the kids part-time, full-time, sometimes all the time, whatever it is, okay? Let me walk you guys through a typical day, right? All right. I get up 5 a.m., right? I try my hardest to get up 5 a.m. I get up, I start my day, right? Whether I'm out there with rideshare, whether I'm out there with listing items, whatever I'm doing, I'm starting my day. I get up at 5 a.m. I start at 6, right? Now, say my wife has to be in work at 10:30. She usually leaves about 9:30. So that means I have from 6 to 9:30 to make as much money as I possibly can. Sometimes she has to be in work later, sometimes early. It just depends on her day. Okay. So we'll just use this as an example. From 6 to 9:30, I have to maximize that time to do the activity that's going to generate the most income in that time frame. That's how my mind is working, right? Even if it's not immediate income, right? What's going to generate that income? Okay. All right. So now I come home, 9:30. Wife is ready. She's finishing up. She leaves. Okay. Valentina's in school. I get Gabby. So I got Gabby, and I'll go and start editing videos, maybe recording some videos, start working that way. Now, a couple hours later, now it's lunchtime. I got to make lunch for Gabby. I make lunch for Gabby. I eat lunch. I'm trying to edit while I'm eating lunch. Now, it's 1:00. Now I got to go. So now I got to go pick up my daughter. And a lot of times I take my computer with me because I'm waiting in that car line for 45 minutes to an hour. And I'm editing videos in the car line, right? So now from 12 o'clock until I get home, I only have a little bit of time for editing because I can't just use my computer while I'm driving on the road, right? So now I pick up my daughter. I get home. It's like 2:45. So now I'm like, okay, cool. Start doing your homework, right? She wants to relax, have a snack. They want to have a snack. She starts doing her homework. She needs help with her homework. So I got to help her with her homework, right? So now I only get like an hour now to try to do some kind of work, right? But guess what? Ding, ding, ding. It's dinner time. And Eleni's not home yet because Eleni's at work and she doesn't get out until 6:30. So now I'm like, okay, now we're going to do for dinner. Like tonight we got pizza. We got a large pizza from this place around the corner, which is really good. And we got a pizza, whatever, no problem. Brought the pizza home. But now when we talk about a work aspect, I've really worked from 6 to 9:30. I've got an hour before 12. I've got an hour before dinner, right? And now we eat dinner. And then as I try to get some kind of work, they want snacks and all that stuff. So now, mommy comes home. The kids, mommy, right? She's home. She wants to relax and all that stuff, right? So now she's home. And now say it's like 7:00, right? Okay. So now from 7:00 on, I have to think in my morning mentality. I have to think, what can I do right now that's going to generate the most income for my time, right? Is it rideshare? Is it a Friday, Saturday night? Am I going to go bang out $300 in like 4 hours, right? Or Am I gonna do something else? Am I gonna go to Target? Am I gonna go to Walmart? Am I gonna buy products? Am I gonna do something? Guys, I have so many rideshare videos that I haven't even released yet that I want to show you guys, similar to the one I released. It's a crazy business. And so now say I go the route of rideshare. So now I go out, if I go out till 10, 11 o'clock, right? Now that's taking a risk. Am I going to make any amount of money, right? Usually during the week, it's no, right? So say if it's the weekend, okay. So the weekend, you make good money because you could take up XL rides. You're banging out 30, 40, $50 a fucking trip. You're banging it out, right? And now you're out for a couple hours. You've made a few $100s in one night for a few hours. And you're like, shit, okay, cool. But now you go the other route, right? You go to Target, you go to Walmart, you buy items, right? And you sell those items. That's not instant income to come in, right? But it's for future income. But can you make more money doing that than instant gratification, right? So these are decisions I have to make every single day, right? So say I come home now, I stop work 11, 12 o'clock. Well, guess what? I'm fucking tired and I want to go to bed, right? Before I used to stay up 1, 2, 3 in the morning, editing videos, getting it done at night. Now I'm tired because I've been up since 5 and I've had to deal with trying to run my business. I have had to deal with trying to figure out on a daily basis what is going to be the most maximum amount of, where can I utilize my time to maximize the greatest return, right? What are the activities that I can do on that? Somebody asked if I still sell on Amazon. I do still sell on Amazon. Very little on Amazon. I do sell on Mercari. Mercari's been picking up really well. I've been really trying to shift and focus my energy into different places, and I can go on that on a different video, which I plan to do on what's happening with Amazon and why I've been kind of selling on there, but kind of steering away a little bit. But I mean, I'll probably never stop selling on Amazon, but it's definitely not to the level that it was. But that's my day, right? Now, if you go back to when I worked at the bank, I would wake up at 5, I go to the job, I clock in, I deal with the bullshit, I clock out, I come home, and that's it. You're guaranteed X amount of money, and you make your paycheck, and that's all you make, right? You don't make any more than that amount of money. You can only make less if you call out, if you have maybe you don't have a sick day or something like that, whatever. You can only make less, right? But if you don't try and do what you have to do, then you make zero. So it's a very busy day. My day is a very hectic and busy day. So going back to the very beginning of this conversation when we talked about like dishes and shit, a lot of times it's not that I intentionally do not do certain activities. I don't do it because my mind is not trained to think that way. I don't think any guy's mind is trained to think that way.
No.
And quite frankly, a lot of guys that do stay home, that don't run business or that don't do business related activities and they're legit stay at home dads, those are the men that are trained to do that because that's all they have to fucking do. All they have to do when they're home is take care of the kid, clean the dishes, vacuum, wipe down shit. They don't have to do nothing else. My brain goes into this this mode. If I owned a restaurant and went to that restaurant, did my work at that restaurant, and then came home and had home life, then I would do the fucking dishes. But guess what? When I'm home, I don't have an office to go to. So my home life is my work life. And I give so much credit to the people that work from home and that try to do other businesses, because you know what? I don't have an office to go to. I wish sometimes in the back of my head that I had an office to go to. And when I left that office, I could turn off the business. But it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. Guys, I still sound like shit. I apologize. I still sound like shit. I feel like shit. I feel a lot better than previous days. But man, this congestion, get the Mucinex. It's the best stuff.
Did you get it? Did you use it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I got the kids. I got the kids Mucinex daytime and nighttime for Valentina.
You're coughing because it's all breaking up now, all the phlegm.
Yeah, and I got the pills for us if we need it. We got daytime pills and nighttime pills.
Let me tell you something. It's not easy to be a stay-at-home mom. Whoever says that stay-at-home moms have it have it easy.
I now know why some stay-at-home moms drive. Yeah. Yeah,
And
I know.
it,
I agree.
and I love my kids to the moon, but listen, I would do it again in a heartbeat, but I'm not gonna lie, I kind of, situation. I said, why don't I wanted to help and contribute in a way.
Eddie says, "What the hell? I thought she was in a hotel far away. See how neat you keep the bedroom? No, that's our bedroom, bro. Right?
This is
It's a little
how,
intimate.
but you should see how Richie leaves the kitchen when I come back.
Want to go
And
show him? Let's show him.
no,
Bring the phone. You got the iPhone. Show him.
I'm good.
Show him. Find
Anyways,
balance of time.
yeah.
Yep.
But what was I saying? It's not easy to be a stay-at-home mom, but for me, oh, my light shut off.
Yo, Richie.
Hold
Hey,
on.
Richie. No, I said Richie. Nothing to buy, so you could do the dishes. Yo, you guys are breaking my balls with the damn dishes, man.
Yeah. Oh my god, this stupid light keeps shutting off. Now
You
it
have to
looks
you have to
late.
plug it in. Do you need another plug? You got the brick. You got the 60,000 mAh, man.
1 second. Is this gonna help? Is this gonna fit?
It plugs in with USB Type C.
Yeah, I don't have that right now. Anyways, it's like
Right.
now see how dark it looks? Jeez. Anyways, just one thing before I go.
Kaylin says, "Nice to see you and your wife working together. Love this." Yeah, look, marriage ain't easy. Marriage is not
He
easy.
drives me freaking nuts, and sometimes I say mean things.
And listen, it goes the both ways, but at the end of the day, we love each other and we make it work.
And listen, no one's I'm the first one to tell you that nothing. If you like real life me, if you actually know me, I will tell you no one's perfect. We yell and I mean not yell, but we just we go at it. To say I'm not perfect, but I'm a pretty good wife. I think I am.
Well, no, you're a pretty good wife. You're a great wife.
And I do a
Let's
lot.
let's get that clear. You're a great
And
wife
I
and a great
care,
mom.
for me working 5 days a week, 40 hours, I try to do as much as I can here. I tried, I wanted to get out and work again because I wanted to contribute and help. And this is why
Let's back it up just real quick. So a lot of the reasons why you got the job is because healthcare was just going crazy with the cost. And we figured out a way where we could add income to the household and get benefits, health benefits for us at a discounted level. Because I was paying for the business, I was paying 1,500-1,600 and it was going up. Every 6 months it was going up like $80, almost $100 each time. So like I was paying, 1,500 something dollars out of my pocket to pay for health insurance for all of us. And I did that for the first year. And then I'm like, you know what? I was like, if you got a job and you got health benefits through your job, it would be pre-tax. So it would be they take it out. They take out the money when they take that benefit out, it's before anything else, right? So it's before federal tax or any type of tax or anything like that comes out of the paycheck. So we were like, yo, if you get a job, you're going to add to the household income and we're going to get benefits. Yo, the benefits, we went from paying 1,500 something dollars to I think her paycheck per paycheck is like 300 something dollars. So like more than half in savings. And it's pre-tax because it's health benefits. So some of these things when we're thinking about, I talk to a lot of business owners that have businesses and whatnot. I talked to a lot of business owners, and a lot of these business owners, they had said, well, we get health insurance through my wife. Almost all of them said, we get health insurance through my wife's job. And I started thinking, and some of these guys are multimillionaires, you know what I mean? Whether their wife is a fucking surgeon, a doctor, or whatever it is, it doesn't matter. The fact is, they weren't paying health insurance privately. They were getting it through a subsidized through their wife's employer, whoever that was. And I started thinking, and I'm like, man, I was like, maybe that's the way to go. We discussed it, and then that's the way we went. And so far it's taken a little bit of adjusting on my part to get used to it, because it at first it became kind of a disruption, but now I'm starting to nail down a schedule, like I was telling you guys earlier when I was going through my day.
And I think it got better because I got a better position more money, like a promotion with another store that I worked.
Yeah, I mean, look, it does, it doesn't matter, the amount of money you make. The benefits are worth a lot more right now. You know what I mean? So that was like the important thing, that was the important thing. You guys keep doing good work. And like you've said before, it's all about documenting life. That is right. At least oh, she kicked herself out again. See, our insurance can be through the VA if you were part of the military at some time. I say, unfortunately, I've never been a part of the military, but I do come from a military family. My father was in the military. My grandfather was in the military. All, my uncle was in the military. Those guys have more balls probably than I ever could. And I give any military service member huge shout, man, because number one, thank you for your service. If you've served in the military, it's not easy. And thank you for coming back into society after serving in the military and still contributing to society, because a lot of those guys that come out of war, man, a lot of those guys that come out of the military, sometimes they can't function in a normal society. And if you can back out and function in a normal society and work and make something and do good, man, then you guys deserve a lot more of the benefits than what the fucking government gives you. I'll tell you that, because kudos to all you guys in the military, guys and girls.
I don't know what's happening.
It's going to keep shutting off because you have to charge it.
It is. It's charging. I don't know. It's on the charger.
Should we boot her? Let me see. We'll wait till she gets it together. But yeah, listen, if you served in the military, I appreciate you. And and you know what? Everybody else should appreciate you more too. Speaking of every time I click on you, the light goes up because I can see the lights on the stage, or the backstage. I kind of like the StreamYard. The StreamYard is very easy to use. I tried using Restream, but Restream was not allowing me to log in, and their customer service did not get back to me in time. So I had to go with something else, and I think StreamYard was a good choice. So I think we're going to go with StreamYard from now on. What are you using, a flashlight? You look like you're going to tell a fucking Goosebumps tale. Goosebumps tale. Look. Oh, in the Halloween. Who's that?
Gabby.
Gabby? Where's the Gabagool? Oh, there's Gabosaurus. There's my Gabby. What's up, Gab?
Oh, God.
Oh, Hicka. I knew they were going to infiltrate the live at some point.
We'll change. Okay.
I knew they were going to infiltrate the live at some point.
You smell like a garlic pizza. I love you. Have a kiss.
Vinny says the stars have arrived.
Yeah.
Yep.
Say bye, everybody.
It's so funny because
Right
we call it the Gabosaurus, call it the Gabagool. What? Well, now they're trying to infiltrate on my side.
Guys, get out.
I get the big screen though. Don't come back here. They're okay. I just don't want it to trip. It's a tight squeeze here. I have this big green screen behind me. Last time Gabby tried to come around here, she tripped and she went head first and almost whacked her head in one of the metal parts of the chair, because the chair is pretty close to the green screen. So I don't want her to hurt herself, to tell you the truth. Thanks, Richie. You rock, brother. No, you rock. Appreciate that, man. I think we'll wrap it up. What do you think?
Yeah, I have to.
I got to hop in the shower.
Me too. I have to get ready I'm showering first.
We could just take a shower together if you want to.
Stop.
No.
No.
Save on the water?
No.
Budgeting? All right, guys. God. Listen, I'm gonna kick Mrs. Hustles out and we'll wrap it up. Mrs. Hustles.
Bye, everybody.
Chickadee chow.
See ya.
Bye. I'm a real human. We do real human things here. Doesn't matter what you do, what you're doing, or anything. I know that didn't just make sense to a lot of you, but the point I'm trying to say is it doesn't matter what your status is, what your this, that, the other thing. The only thing that matters is how you take care of your business, right? How you take care of your fam. What are you doing to take care of what you got to take care of? That's the only thing that matters. Today, this was the first episode. I wanted to get things figured out. It's really easy to use, and I'm really excited. I've reached out to some other people. I won't say their names, but I was hoping to get some other reseller guests on, but they had replied that they weren't ready to be on. These guys they've never done shows. So I wanted to reach out to them to get them on my show because they've never been on anybody else's show. And I know they could tell a whole, a bigger story about their journey and stuff, which would benefit a lot of you. So hopefully we can get one of them on soon, because man, these are great people. And look, I'm going to be DMing a lot of business people, a lot of business owners, a lot of business entrepreneurs, and I hope you enjoyed the first casual show. And next week, we're getting down to business with Watch Me Amazon. So I appreciate all you guys for being here, tuning in, spread the word. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. I'll talk to you guys on the next one.
Got a fresh lineup, yeah, fresh outfit, but I had a parking lot on smash. Yes, I got this guy.